if it's just between Phoenix and Utah, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I would still go with Utah. So let me answer this question this way. I would like Phoenix to advance, but
Yeah.
I think Utah will advance. Again, here's another thing. We have to put everything into context when we answer questions like these. Huh? I
Mm-hmm.
mean, even if I'm no expert,
Yeah.
just to be clear, it will all depend on matchups also. Because
Oh.
as you know, depende yan eh, di ba? Kung matchup eh, what if one team gets the better of the other, just like what happened to Miami last year,
Yeah.
right? Um, so, but if let's say it's the battle between the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say it's that, right? Um, I would like CP3 to advance, but I think, and his experience is obviously huge. It might even offset the experience of Utah in the last 2 years. But I think Utah, because of the experience that they've gained the last couple of years in the playoffs, including the heartbreak last year, they might have learned a thing or two, or at least I want to believe that they would have learned a thing or two from that heartbreak to know how to get to the next level. The biggest really curveball for the Phoenix is Chris Paul. And if he can stay healthy, he does have a tendency also to hurt a hamstring or,
Yeah.
every now and then during the playoffs. So I'm hoping he stays healthy because they will need his experience and Jay Crowder's experience.
Yeah. It's only the two of
Um,
them.
correct, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm giving the edge to Utah because of their experience of heartbreaks in the playoffs. But at least they were in the playoffs, right? You know what I mean? Phoenix was not in the playoffs last year. And the only guys who have any kind of experience really is Jay Crowder, who went to the finals and has been through different teams. And of course, CP3, we all know his resume. So that's the curveball there. But from a team standpoint, you would like to think that, Utah has learned from the last couple of years from their heartbreaks and maybe will be able to get at the very least, all the way to the Western Conference Finals. I mean, again, we're just talking about those two teams. We're not involving the Lakers
Others.
pa and Denver and all that. Because again, matchups yan eh.
Mm.
Matchups yan eh. It's that's the fun thing about the NBA. You can be as dominating as you are. Just talk to the Milwaukee Bucks, right? Last 2 years,
Yeah.
and then when it gets to the playoffs, the game changes. So the schemes are different. And then you're only preparing for one team. So the team that's defending, you can isolate certain things, right? And matchups are can just be awful for some teams, and that's what happened to Milwaukee the last couple of years.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Utah, like, they had a tough time defending Luka the other day. So it's really gonna be tough
Yeah.
for them if they face Dallas. You never know. Like, if they get the 8 seed Dallas versus a 1 seed Utah, you never know
That's
what
another
can
thing,
happen.
yeah.
Yeah, and then for Phoenix naman, it's kind of hard because like Devin Booker has never been to the playoffs yet, and people are kind of questioning what what showing he will show in the playoffs when the bright lights
And
are there.
rightfully so. I think that's not a knock on him.
Yeah,
It's not a negative thing. I mean, right? You've never been there.
yeah,
So rightfully so that he should be questioned. I think that's not a bad thing. But
yeah.
the great thing is they have, I mean, the experience the Langley CP3, that's so huge. And
Mm,
it's you just see it in their game, how the biggest difference. And not to say that to discount the improvement of D Book, of course. But Monty Williams and
yeah,
CP3 have been tremendous for Phoenix, and the work that James Jones, the GM, has done
yeah.
has been great. I think I have a little bit of a, because we had a 1 hour conversation with Monty Williams late last year, and
Yeah, I
and
remember.
for him to say the things that he did gave me a little hope for them. I was excited for Phoenix this year because of that conversation. To be honest, I wanted to see what the changes, because he said he felt pretty good about their team in the lead up to the season. In the off season, they looked like they were very motivated. They looked like they wanted to continue what they started in the bubble. So, I was personally excited to see what was going to happen.